You'll be like, am I building heaven? Am I building their lazy anyway? If you are planning to build this 2026, take this thing serious. You see a lot of people start buildings and not complete. It is not your portion. You will not know what is costing you the most in your building. You will just be going blindly. They will finish telling you and you will still go. They do you like this. The village people, it's your body and your pockets that will talk the talk that remains. And it is leaking from the top. To cost you to go and start redoing it again. You are riding on hope. You are riding on God abeg. On your building, you're putting everything on a very high. If you are planning to build this 2026, these are very important building mistakes you have to avoid. We have found out that people that make these mistakes, whether they are doing it while they are building or even before building or after building, it costs them much more money than they were planning. So, to avoid wasting your money or increasing unnecessary expenses in your building project, you need to carefully avoid these building mistakes. The first building mistake to avoid is starting your building without having a bill of quantity of what your building will cost you. See this particular mistake. This is the thing that scatters a lot of people's plan when it comes to building. Like, it destroys your plan completely, because you might plan and budget your building, but making this particular mistake will expose you to a lot of scams when it comes to building. And this is how a lot of people, especially artisans, know when a newbie is building and when an experienced person is building. So ensure not to make this mistake. Now, what is a bill of quantity and how can you obtain it before you start building your house? A bill of quantity is what tells you how much it will cost you to complete your house from foundation level to the end of that building. In fact, to the point where you park it. Imagine knowing how much it will cost you to build a house. If you don't have the budget complete, or it will be very, very financially straining, will you start? No, right? Also, if you know how much each stage of your building will cost you, wouldn't you know when someone is hyping price for you? Wouldn't you know when someone is doing mago-mago with your material or with your building? Wouldn't you know when someone is actually scamming you? Are you seeing it? Not having this bill of quantity is why you see a lot of people start buildings and not complete. It is not your portion. And the only way to avoid this right now is to get your bill of quantity before you start building. Now, how do you obtain this bill of quantity? First of all, you need to have a structural representation, pictorial representation of what you want to put on ground. What do you want to build? And have the building plan of that house ready. Both the structural building plan, the plumbing building plan, and also the electrical plans. With this plan, you can now submit this plan to a quantity surveyor. The quantity surveyor will analyze each stage of the building and tell you how much each stage will cost you, how much material each stage will cost you, and how much those materials are sold as at the point of that bill of quantity being prepared. With that, you know what you are doing. Like, you have a plan. Do you know that having this bill of quantity, especially if you are building to start collecting rent or for cash flow, will actually help you know how your building will make you more money? In fact, if you have a detailed plan of how much this building will cost you, do you know you can start creating creative ways of this building making you more money, so that you can make your income faster? You can actually position your house to make more rent. Do you know? That is what just having this solve for you. You see, why I'm telling you this thing is because many people start building, and the thing that they use to prepare their budget is what their friend told them they used to complete their house. Like, for some people, let's say they want to build like a duplex or blocks of flats in, say, Port Harcourt here, and their friend just completed his or her own in Oka. Their friend will just be like, oh, this building just cost me like 200 million, 300 million. And that is how they use their, like, that is the budget. They will not be like, okay, since it cost my friend 200 million, it might cost me the same 200 million. So let me budget 200 million for my building, forgetting that there are factors that affect the cost of every building, depending on the state, the location, even the type of land you bought. So having a blind budget will really cost you, because you will not know. You will literally not know when people are duping you. You will not know what is costing you the most in your building. And also, You just be going blindly. These are the things that cause a lot of stress for people when they start building. So if you want a stress-free building journey, make sure you get your bill of quantity before you start building. The second building mistake you have to stop this 2026 is misusing your land space. Hey! Oh my God. You see this one? If you see where it is done, oh God, you feel like crying. I am telling you. I'm telling you from a personal experience. One time I went to supervise a particular building for a woman that almost had finished building her house, but she just does not understand what was happening anymore. Like, they were billing her and billing her and billing her. She was like, oh mom, why is this house not even finishing? I have spent over how many millions, and this house have not completed. So she told me to go and help her and find out what is happening with her house. Now so I entered the compound. Jesus. You see, some mistakes, you don't even need to be an engineer to know that almost a lot of things happened in this thing. They literally centered this woman's house in the center of 2 plots of land. If you see how they did this house, you'll be like, why is there no more space in this house? Waiting they come build. Even the place where they go park car, no day. Like, no. You see that mistake? You have to drop it in 2025. If you start building without a good plan, and also if you build with a wrong engineer, I am telling you, the kind of waste you will experience in your building project, you'll be like, what is happening here? Because they will waste your land, they will waste your resources because of a lot of mistakes that will be happening. They will build and break and build and break another one, build and because they have not gotten the right thing. And this thing they are building and break is your material, your money. Like, hey God, no, you don't want to experience this thing firsthand before you understand it. That is why I'm making this video. But if you want to be the stubborn goat, the stubborn one that will still go ahead and do as you please and make this mistake, your body go tell you. I don't even need to talk to you. Your body go tell you. Maximize your space. How you will know when a professional is building is the way they manage your space. There is a kind of space you will have in your life. You will know that 2 kinds of building can sit comfortably in that piece of land. But when a professional is not managed, like you are not working with a professional engineer, they will not see it and they will not maximize that space. That is one. 2, when you are not working with a professional and they misuse your space, you will see that even some of the facilities and necessary amenities that are meant to be in your building, you'll be looking for space to put it. Because tell me how you will be using a full plot and half to build a house and you're looking for where to put your sock away. Because they misuse, like, you will come into the compound, where is the sock away going to stay? They'll just come and look for one hole and put it, creating future problem for you. Not to talk about where you even park your car. Because you see some people, like, their building will be very, very fine. Where the tenants will park their car, you will not see. Even for people that are built like duplexes, you will see people, they use good, like, no be small. It's not like they are building with 1 plot or half plot. 1.5, 2 plots, and you're still looking for space to park up to 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars. Why? Like, hey, in 2026, by all means, do yourself a favor and work with a professional so that your space will be managed optimally. It will be managed well. And you will see that you can even have more than 2 buildings. One that is making you money, another one that you can actually use for other things. In 2026, use your space properly, especially if you are building for cash flow. Hey, maximize your space, because your income, that is the rental income, the cash flow you are making, is not by 1 unit or 2. It's the way you maximize your space that will determine how much you earn after putting that much money to build a rental or cash flow apartment. Do you understand? I've said it though. You will not say I not tell you. That's my own. I'll come and tell you. You now go and do what is in your mind. Your body go tell you. I don't need to talk too much. It's your body and your pocket that will talk the talk that remain for me. You understand? If you are planning to build this 2026, take this thing serious. It's not joke. Wait till we see for here. The 3rd major mistake to avoid is using low quality materials to build because you want to save some money. Whenever you try to compromise on quality in your building, it will cost you 10 times. take it from me. Take it to the bank. Anytime you try to compromise on the quality of the material for your building, it is going to cost you. That is just the rule. See, there are some places that you can be like, okay, let me do this thing to save money, let me do this thing to save. But when it comes to the quality of your material, don't try to be cheap there. Because if you are cheap today, that cheap will be very expensive for you tomorrow. Because tell me why you want to be. You go to material market, they will tell you, okay, this one is this amount. And this one, even though it is lesser quality, you will still get the job done, but it is cheaper. And you decide to go for the cheaper one. They told you it's lesser quality. Sometimes they don't even lie to you. In fact, sometimes even your engineer go tell you, abeg no use this thing, you go damage your, even you, they will finish telling you and you will still go and collect the one they told you it will damage your building. Who dey do you like this? Na village people. Anything you compromise the material on, it is going to cost your whole building. For example, imagine compromising on the quality of your roofing sheets, and before you know it, rain start falling and your building have already started leaking, and it is leaking from the top. When it's leaking from the top, it simply means that you have to start from damaging the walls and weakening the walls. Now, before you know it, the structure of your building completely weakened. You will start again to build the whole house because you want to save some few naira or some few thousands in roofing sheets. Or imagine compromising in the quality of your plumbing materials and you decide to go for cheap ones. Now, so person will come your house, they'll use the toilet, flush it, and everywhere will still be smelling. Hey, jeez. You now, will you comfortably be able to stay in that house? It will cost you to go and start redoing it again. How is it cheap one? Where is the cheapness in it? When if you buy the cheap one, you will still rebuy again and rebuy again. Instead of just buying one quality one that will last you ages. See, in this building thing, never compromise on quality. It is better you compromise on quantity than quality. If building 16 units of apartments will make you compromise on quality, Jirunwayo, just carry yourself and build 8 units and maintain the quality. If not, the 16 units you build, you will still rebuild it again and you will still not be making as much profit. Something that is meant to be an asset or be a borrowed liability, it will now come and be liability for you. Please, please, please. Cheap is expensive when it comes to building. The fourth building mistake to avoid this 2026 is building without a professional supervision. Hey, you leave your building unsupervised. In fact, I cannot even begin to start talking about the horrible things that happen to people that build without a professional supervision. It is the major thing that increases the cost of your building more than 3 times. If your building is not supervised professionally, I am telling you, if that building was meant to cost you 200 million, it will cost you 500 to 600 million. Take it from me. You will buy and buy and buy material. You'll be like, am I building heaven? Am I building the alaze anyway? Let's not even begin to talk about the thieving they go to thief from you. Or is it now your material they are going to be wasted? And then you now bought in bulk. Or is it now the scamming they will be scamming you? You will send money for quality materials and you will see people, they will go and buy cheap materials so that they will pocket some money for themselves. Who they supervise them? Nobody. So they can do and undo. If you want to build in 2026 and you want peace of mind, you don't want stress, you like headache. Have you seen people going through building depression? If you don't want that, and you don't want to waste your hard-earned money, please, by all means, when you start your building, get a professional person to supervise for you. Get eye on site, someone that will be in that site each time there is any building project going on there, any activity going on there. There has to be someone there reporting what is happening in your building project for you. If you cannot supervise yourself, please get someone to supervise for you. Put them on monthly salary. It is much more cheaper. They will carry your building for head. They will carry it like it's their own. Otherwise, anything you see, collect them. Now, the 5th building mistake you need to avoid in 2026 is building low foundation. Even though your foundation is determined by the type of land you are building on, it is much more safer to make your foundation high. Making it high will make it stronger, that is true. Also, if there is any unforeseen environmental condition like flooding, ain't gonna affect your building so much. It is better to get your building right the first time, because if you do it right the first time, you save yourself a little stress and also so much more money. Imagine you are building now and you are complaining about inflation. That is why you want to like reduce costs, and then you're reducing costs to the point that it will cost you to buy again, and say you are now buying 2 years later. If inflation is affecting you in year 1, imagine what will happen in year 3. You've tripled your building cost by yourself. So it's much better to get your building right the first time. Truly, there are some places that doesn't need high foundation, but to be on a safer side, just make your foundation a little bit higher than required. Imagine compromising on the quality of what will stabilize your building, your foundation. Hey, your whole building is at stake. If the foundation of a building is not solid, you are riding on hope. You are riding on God abeg. On your building, you're putting everything on a very high risk. Your money, your health, even your mental health will be at stake. Like imagine building and at the point of almost finishing, or even when you are finished, building collapse. Abi you know dey see where e dey happen? In 2026, if you want to build a foundation higher than what is required to make your building much more solid and very, very strong. I hope this was helpful. If you've watched this point and you found any, but like even if it's one thing that would help you in your building project, help me and share this video. Help me and share the video. Biko. That's the only. Tell me Happy New Year. Share my video, please. That's the only thing I want you to do for me this new year. And also like the video. Like the video now. Did you not get value from the video? Did you not get a new thing that will help you in your building project from this video? Help me and like this video, job. No, they do guy every time. Every time you are doing guy too much in this liking and liking of video. If you found the video helpful, like it, share it, and also if you've not subscribed to the channel, you've not subscribed to the family, and you're looking to build, you want to build cash flow properties, you want to build for income, and you are not subscribed to this family, where you go get updates now? All these updates are going to share. Where you go get that? So subscribe now and also turn on your notification so that you know when I drop the subsequent videos I'm going to be dropping on this channel. My goal with every video is to make sure you have a stress-free building journey, and also build in a way that makes you much more money. Build in a way that gives you good income and cash flow, and builds your wealth system. So if that is what you want, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Josie Nadi. I'm a realtor here in Port Harcourt, and I'm specialized in shortlet and building passive income projects. So if you are looking to build in Nigeria, specifically in Port Harcourt, either now or in the future, and you need someone to help you source out the best land in the most suitable location to build for what you want to build, and also someone that will help you supervise your buildings so that you have a stress-free building experience, then go ahead and give me a call, reach out to me on WhatsApp, and let's discuss further. I will see you in the very next video.